Alright, we have succeeded in the first raid of the Rabanastre or Rabanaster series. The two young, the boy and girl, the brother and sister, run up to join us, and they see their father. Oh, Lena's here too, the Mithra or Mikot. Whatever. Where am I? Says Genomus Sen Lexentail. Father, says Ramza. Ramza, and the Warrior of Light? Yes, I know of you, but that you should come to my rescue. Words fail me. A poor playwright I must seem. He's holding an arm as if it's paining him. And these, like, alligator men? Alligator fishmen? Crocodile men? Drop down from somewhere, and one of them holds this man hostage. Another one laughs toward us. Ba Gaman is his name. The term you're looking for is thank you, upon which note I, Ba Gaman, bounty hunter, do humbly thank you, Warrior of Light, for delivering me this fine gift. Another one's, it's not the same one, sorry. Now hand over the aura sight. Oh, that's the crystal, the white crystal we got. Unless you wish to see the desert sands turn red. And be quick. Gizuk here does not have the steadiest of hands. I'm assuming that's the one with the dagger to this man's throat. That one. She will bring it to me. He looks over to the Makot. Female. Reporter. Gal. You nod to her. She's scared. You hand over the aura sight to her. She walks toward the middle alligator man. Shakily, scared, trepidatiously, hands over the aura sight. He is pleased. She runs from him. He holds it up in his claw. It glows brighter white. It has a symbol inside of it of a circle with like two ears, more or less. Yes, this is it. The Duma. And to think we found it so close to Doma. The Duma of Toma. Says another one of them. Older, bigger, grayer. The one in the middle shoots that one. Didn't like the pun? Or humor, I suppose. Enough, Boagi. We would not have our guests think us underbred. You have what you want, you thieving lizards. Now unhand him, says Ramza. Of course, Abanga is always true to his word. I will be keeping this, though. He takes the book, a book, from the father. And they release the father, who falls to the ground. Father! And Ramza rushes over to him. An airship comes in, and the two remaining crocodile men run toward it. You've only yourselves to blame for this, but if you mislike the thought, you could always blame the gods, now that they are listening. Get up, fool. We're leaving. He says to the one he shot, who indeed gets up, seemingly no worse for wear, and runs to jump on the ship. And succeeds? Yeah, he's hanging on for dear life to one of the pieces of the ship. You're going to be alright, says Ramza to his father. Father? We cannot see to your father's hurts here. Come on, we must get him back to the Prima Vista, says Lena. 30 minutes queue for one frickin' raid is... I don't know if I'm going to continue with this. We'll see. The fights were fun, though. Genomus remains in deep slumber, but his breathing is steady and his fever has subsided. For now, all we can do is wait. I've sent word to Sid. I hope you don't mind. Cutscene. An airship flying through the skies. It seems to have like a gladiator bowl to the main body of it. I don't know. Sid walks up to view the father, whose eyes are now open. The little gal is beside herself. He sits up in this couch. Alma is her name, the little gal? Yeah, Alma, Ramza, can you ever forgive me? He looks to Sid. And you, Sid, it was never my intention to put you into such trouble. I am ever in your debt. You would have done the same for me, Genomus. Besides, it was Mercy here who went to all the trouble. If anyone deserves your thanks, it's her. He is right. I have done naught to deserve your kindness, yet I am its beneficiary nonetheless. I'm fucking done talking. I wish this to end soon, so I can stop. So, if I understand correctly, you're saying Orsight does not work to facilitate the possession of a living host by an icon, as was assumed to be the case with Isael and the Archbishop, but rather absorbs the host's ether, its very soul, and somehow transforms it before returning it to the host's body. If that is the case, our Charlian allies will need to be informed immediately. But I suppose the real question here is, did you find what you came looking for? Sorry. The legend would have us believe that Delta Hyrule, the commoner who would be king, was the sole hero of the Zodiac Brave story, but as I have discovered, there was another. 2 others, in fact. Sorry, swallowing a sleeping pill. Siblings, whose roles faded from subsequent retellings of the story. A brother and sister by the names of Ramza and Alma. Then, says Sid, to prepare for this assignment, I pored over every published work of Ivalisian legend I could lay my hands on, and nowhere did I find any mention of these siblings, says Lena, the Mikote. Sid shakes his head. She shrugs, defeated. But I did. I uncovered irrefutable evidence that Delita had a close companion named Ramza, who aided him in his rise to power. This in turn led me to Alma, and that I might never lose sight of him. That I might never lose sight of the truth. I named my own children after these lost players. Fuck, I can't talk. End this, please. I'm sorry I never told you any of this, Sid, but you must believe me. Ivalice has never been a mere pastime of mine. It is and forever will be my calling, my purpose. My family's purpose. Go on. The world knows me as Genomus Sen Lexentale, yet that is but my stage name. My true name is Arazlam Durai. Countless generations past, it was my ancestor who penned the Durai Papers, an account of Ivalice and the War of the Lions that details what truly occurred during that turbulent era. Everyone's waiting. You are tired, father. Rest. I will continue, says Ramza. Long ago, an orphan by the name of Oran Durai crossed paths with both Ramza and Delita. After Delita's rise to power, Oran found himself in the service of the pauper become king. Following the War of the Lions, Oran believed the people of Ivalice had a right to know the truth of Ramza's involvement, and set about documenting his deeds. When the church learned of his intent, however, they branded him a heretic and had him burned at the stake. The Durai Papers were never published, and any existing copies were gathered and sealed away in church vaults, the truth about Ivalice along with them. What was so damning that it would drive the church to do such a thing, says Lena, whatever. The father coughs. Alma tries to see to him. Ramza holds up a book. The answer to that question can be found in this book, the only surviving transcript of my ancestors' chronicle, copied from an early draft and passed down for untold generations. With this, my father and I plan to reveal the truth and restore honor to my family name. Forbidden Chronicles. A secret family legacy. Not that I doubt you, Genomus, but how do you expect to convince people of all of this when well nigh every soul in the realm believes Evilise to be nothing but a bedtime story, says Sid. By proving that it is anything but. And when people see that Evilise was real, the rest will fall into place. Were it as simple as bringing forth the Chronicle and submitting it for review, we would of course have done so long ago, but alas it is not. The derived papers, you see, are written in High Evilesian, an ancient tongue long extinct. My father, his father, and his father before him labored tirelessly to decipher this tome, but for want of other sources made only fitful progress. A word here, a phrase there. It wasn't until a recent expedition to Rabanastre turned up several well-preserved artifacts that we were able to translate a small portion of the papers. Then the diary stolen by the Bonga bounty hunters? Says Lena. I'm afraid so. Everything we had learned of the language was contained in those pages. Then we're back to where we started. Not necessarily. We still have the transcript as well as some of the few translated passages, and of course my father's impeccable memory. I've come too far to allow so simple a setback to deter me from my purpose. I shall show the world the truth if it is the last thing that I do. Alma walks closer to us. It is as Master Garland said. He is a man obsessed, and I fear Evilise's grip on him will only grow tighter. Father was fortunate to escape Rabanastre with his life, and already he speaks of continuing his quest. Promise me you'll keep him safe, please. The cutscene pans over to the ore site on a desk in a small chest, and it starts to glow. We're speaking to Lena, the Mikote, whatever. What is the word? God damn. I'm gonna go. Not publicist. Is, the journalist. There we go. Thank you. God damn. After what I've seen here, I'm all but convinced that Evilise exists, at least in some form. The problem will be gathering sufficient evidence to convince the thousands of scholars and historians who have based their careers on the presumption that it doesn't. Not that I've ever been one to shy from a challenge, especially when it means the story of the century. If you're in, Mercy, then I'm in. If you're not in, well, I'm still in. Either way, you'll be hearing from me again soon. That much I promise you. We get protagonists, theme orchestration role, and background story orchestration role. A City Fallen is finally complete. And I am freaking done for the night. Dear God. I'm so sorry for my blunders. I'll see you next time. Bye.